I was just thinking that this is the first year I have zero decorative pumpkins, and I love it. Last year I had one, the year before I had three, and the year before I had 40. So when I was buying everything, going into TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Target drops, McGee drops, whatever, it was just overloading on little tchotchke things, little things that I didn't know were fueling my stress and fueling my anxiety. I was literally in a cycle, in a trap. And I can tell you the journey of decluttering, decluttering has been so liberating. It takes time because you have old habits, but you start to elevate your standards as you go through this process. You realize that less is more, and you can afford what you want instead of just buying everything that everyone else says. This process brings out behavioral patterns in you. It's a reflection on what was triggering me to go run to Home Goods because I saw someone else buy some towels and I needed that striped towel set or whatever, right? Or I saw somebody went to Target and there's these new things or whatever. And I was always chasing, always pursuing, always, it was like never enough. It was never enough. And it has to be a mental switch. When you switch from being in control and saying, I bought this because I actually love it. And if it was out of my price range, you save up for it instead of buying dupes, multiple dupes of lesser value. You're not going to be satisfied with those. You're not going to like it. And so you will keep what you love, and the things that you don't really love, they will bother you. You'll walk by it and you won't like it. You'll spend your time rearranging. You're going to get stuck in this cycle of more. You don't need a bunch of little things. Instead, look for the right pieces. Look for quality pieces that really reflect, like they feel good. It feels so good for that item or, that thing. Another thing that I did is simplified like cabinets. We used to have tons of cups, like mugs, big clunky Stanleys. I got rid of all the Stanleys. What a waste of money that is. I have one cup, and you know what I do? I wash it and I reuse it, and that's it. And it's so much more simple. Like, give yourself a mental break when you open up your cabinets and your drawers and your bathroom cabinets. When you simplify and you go with better quality, you don't need as much. And a lot of those mugs that you're picking up at Home Goods, they're full of lead. So you're stirring it with your spoon, your coffee cup, heating it up, microwaving it, stirring it, scratching the paint, and now you're consuming lead. Like, we need to snap out of this, I need all this decorative stuff for every little season and every holiday, because you really don't. You don't need 40 pumpkins. You don't need 40 pumpkins. I didn't need 40 pumpkins. I don't need hay bales to put outside my door and scarecrows and all this stuff. For fall, think of cozy throw blankets. Those are always great, and they're functional because you can use them and cuddle up, so you go with a little bit more of a chunkier knit. Fall stems, of course, I have my favorite fall stems from Aflora. I've had them for years, and I just bring them out every fall now. I did get another set, but I returned it because they were just too big, and I needed the space. They were blocking too much light. So you have to use the space that you have. Go with the flow of your own space. We're in a different apartment now. It's smaller and darker, so I'm being really intentional about making sure the pieces elevate. And for fall, you just bring in cozier, deeper, earthy colors. Those earthy colors. You don't need it to scream fall everywhere like, it's fall, y'all. You don't need all of that. Just simplify. Now, Christmas, that's another story. Christmas is the only season that I go a little bit more maximal. And so clutter is not necessarily a maximal style, though it can be. If you have too many things everywhere and your room's like one big cankle and there's no stopping from one area to the next, and there's just furniture's touching, okay, that's clutter. You're suffocating the space, and you're actually in a chronic state of stress and anxiety because it's chronically low stress all the time. So you're in this low level stress all the time. So for Christmas, like, I prefer to have I go all in on my trees. I want them to be nice and full and vibrant. And that's the season that I like to get a little bit more creative. But leading up to that, it's really nice to pull back. It's really nice to just select the pieces that you really love. Keep your fall, of course, I'm not into Halloween and could care less about that nasty dark holiday. So I like to just keep it fresh, cozy, and bring in that earthy vibe. And you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel good. You're going to function good. You're going to sleep better. You're not spending your time. If you have big windows in your house, I see so many people blocking the windows with stuff. They're blocking them with things, a table with all the stuff, and then that's the best part of the room is like the natural light and the big windows looking outside this greenery or whatever. You don't want to block it all. You want to let that light flow in. So you have to work with the space that you have. It's so funny how these phones it makes me have a huge chin. I'm tired and goofy right now. So anyways, this is my little rant. So take it or leave it, whatever you want. It's just might help.